Who want one last trip to the long trail?
For this video, I'm going to do a quick summary of everything that was announced at Evo Japan, and also a major thing that happened during the event. Tekken 8 was done streaming on day 2, but there was many other games still going on. And while those games were wrapping up doing their grand finals, Evo Japan Channel 1, 2, and 3 all were banned. An account dedicated to Twitch bans tweeted out, Twitch partner Evo Japan 1 has been banned. Players were absolutely confused. Imagine you're watching grand finals for your favorite game and then boom, darkness. That's what happened. Evo Japan, after a while, they responded. They say, we have confirmed that the streaming account suspension for Twitch Japanese broadcast channel Evo Japan 1, 2, and 3 has occurred. The official Evo account also responds and says, we are aware of an issue that caused the Evo Japanese broadcast on Twitch to go offline. Once again, they were guiding people over to YouTube. Now, this ban was eventually lifted 40 minutes and 53 seconds later, but that is unacceptable. A lot of people were very upset at Twitch that this happened, and if I was Evo Japan, I would ensure that this does not happen again. Evo Japan is only 3 days, and if you get banned during the grand finals of any game, unacceptable. But I just want to mention that because that's never happened before and hopefully never happens again. Now, as you guys know, they dropped this massive trailer where they confirmed a lot of things. Number one, they definitely confirmed the character Lidia. Now, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of who the next 2 characters will be. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to talk about it and explain everything because there's a lot to explain there. But the fact that they did Lidia says a lot. Now, there is some mixed reviews on this character. Some people feel like we just got this character for Tekken 7. Why are you giving us this character again? That's really how I feel. Even though I said this before and I'll say it again, I am very happy with Yoshimitsu and I'm not really looking forward to buying any character. I'm just going to play Yoshi. I still think selling the same DLC character twice is not good. And if my predictions are correct, the other characters are going to sell is the same thing. So I don't really like that. A lot of people, are kind of put off by that. Lidia is a very hyped character, but I think her coming so late into Tekken 7's lifespan, being the last character, it kind of just rubs some people the wrong way. And I think that's fair. Regardless, this character comes out in summer. It's going to make a huge splash, and she's probably, I wonder if she's going to be OP all over again. I'll save that conversation for the next video. Let's continue. They also announced a few things. They announced that the battle update that everyone's waiting for will be coming pretty soon. They gave us a little demonstration of what it has to offer, and in it, they showed that Zafina's getting a buff, Panda's getting a buff, Leroy's getting a buff. So if you're fans of those characters, celebrate. Harada did confirm on Twitter that the patch notes will be available on April 30th, which is tomorrow. So I will definitely be making a video about that. Subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot of things that I have to cover. They then go on to show off this new stage, Seaside Resort. Now, this stage here is actually the beach volleyball stage, but they updated it a little bit, they tweaked it a little bit, they added a barrier, of course, removed the volleyball, and this is going to be a full playable stage, but it's free. That's amazing. You can't argue with free. Something else they also announced was photo mode. Now, some people are like, who cares about photo mode? That's just for the waifu mains and the, wallpaper lovers. But me, as a guy who does YouTube and makes thumbnails every day, I love photo mode. That also will be free, and I definitely will be giving it a joyride, see what I can do and what I can create. A lot of people are excited for this. I did see some people saying, oh, why didn't we get this mode? Why didn't we get that mode? Specifically Tekken Force. And I just think Tekken Force, even though I do want that mode to show up, I just know it's so demanding. They have to create a narrative, multiple different stages. If we're lucky, they'll probably do it in the future. They did say they want to support this game for a long time. And if this game goes on to survive that long, if they can get it back on track, maybe it will come. But we have to get there first. Now, this is something that I thought was very interesting. The story DLC was delayed. Now, they didn't use the word delayed, but if you remember from Harada's tweet, he said, rather than adding a story mode for each character, we're going to add a story mode for each additional characters with an S. Pay attention. He says, in the summertime after May. In the trailer that they showed, that story expansion was now pushed back to autumn. Some people feel like, who cares, so what? But I do think that's important to understand where these things are moving and where everything is positioned. This is not just an expansion of Eddie's story when they add only Eddie, but a cohesive expansion for the other characters involved in the story. Like, for example, in the trailer, they showed Yoshimitsu as well. I have a whole idea of what's playing out here. I think they put the pieces together perfectly. I'm going to upload a video where I break down the trailer. Look forward to that. I'll cover all of the details and explain everything there. But let's continue. They also announced online practice mode and Ghost versus Ghost. I don't know what's so important about Ghost versus Ghost, but they're really sticking to that. Online practice mode, of course, we know how this would benefit massively. I wonder if so there's a big issue right now. If you don't buy the DLC, you cannot lab that character. But I wonder if the person who you're going into practice with, if they buy the character, can you then practice against them? I wonder if they'll go that route, because I think that would alleviate a lot of the issues people are currently having with the practice as it stands. Lastly, I know a lot of us were looking forward to seeing how many characters showed up and performed. For top 6, there was 2 Laws, 1 Dragunov, 1 Lily, 1 Nina, and a Alyssa player. So that's a pretty diverse cast of characters. Honestly, Law putting on such a strong performance, people felt like that guy was definitely going to get hit sooner rather than later. I don't think he'll be a part of this patch notes unless the developer has seen something we didn't before this, but maybe later. But for top 50, which consists of about 1,200 characters, Feng Wei dominated. There was 9 of them. Victor, there was 6 of them. Harong, there was 5 of them, and Dragunov, there was 4, Lily 4, Azuzina 4, and Brian 4. All the other characters were kind of just scattered throughout. But this is the first tournament for Evo Japan. This is the true start to Tekken 8. Now that this event happened, we can really get going into Tekken, and if we're lucky, the developers can turn it around, learn from their mistakes, and grow this game. They got a little bit off course when they were striking down mods, but if you notice, they kind of stopped doing that. They haven't striked the mod in like 2 weeks. Now they just need to make sure all these updates are good, they work, they keep the community happy, and they can build back up everything that they lost. Also, on the side of announcements, one final critique of mine, I just have to say this. I wish they would go back to doing the announcements after top 8. I feel like that whole lead up and expectations is just so much greater. But that's it. The announcements, the news, everything. Subscribe to the channel. I have more videos coming oh so soon.